Hello to you, it's Carly from Learn English with Carly, and I want to begin today's lesson by wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Is there anything more Christmassy than snow? Now, there are other ways that we can say Merry Christmas, other greetings that you may see or hear, and these include Happy Christmas, Season's greetings, Yuletide greetings. Although I would say this is a little bit old-fashioned to say, but you may see this on Christmas cards. We can also say Happy Holidays, although this is more popular in Canada and America than in the UK. I am often asked how I celebrate Christmas, and so I wanted to use this lesson today to tell you about how I celebrate Christmas and for you to use it as a listening exercise. Please feel free to download and answer the attached listening comprehension questions to practice your English understanding, as well as your understanding of questions in English. I will stop during each section of the video to point out any new vocabulary. Listen to each section more than once, and then feel free to write a comment to me to discuss anything you'd like to know more about. What I'm about to tell you is very subjective. This is the way that my family and I celebrate Christmas. Other families do things differently, of course, so these are just my personal experiences. Christmas for me begins in November, as that is when I start to think about presents for family and friends, both in the UK and here in Canada. I am very organised, so I like to start Christmas shopping at least 6 weeks before the big day, Christmas Day itself. Now, the phrase the big day, we use this to describe a day that we are preparing a lot for, whether it's Christmas Day or perhaps a wedding day, a birthday, or even a day when you have exams. For example, what are you doing for your big day? This can mean, what are you doing for your birthday? Have you studied enough for the big day? This can mean, have you studied enough for your exam day? I buy and write Christmas cards to send to family and friends in November. I still like writing and sending cards, as it's so nice to receive a Christmas card in the post. We still receive cards from family and friends in the UK and here in Canada, and we decorate our home with the cards. I've used lots of verbs here: to buy, to write, to send, to receive, and to decorate. On the 1st of December, we start opening our Advent calendars. An Advent calendar has 24 numbers on it from 1 to 24 that we use to count down to Christmas Day. I usually buy an Advent calendar with a small chocolate behind each door, so we get a small treat every single day before Christmas Day. If you celebrate Christmas, do you have an Advent calendar each year too? If you're enjoying this video and learning about Christmas celebrations with me, please feel free to subscribe to Learn English with Carly. Remember to write a comment to let me know what you think about this video and tell me how you celebrate Christmas if you celebrate it. I love hearing from you. Many families also count down the 4 weeks before Christmas by lighting Advent candles. Families light one candle on each of the 4 Sundays before Christmas. There are usually 3 purple candles and 1 pink candle. The first purple candle is for hope, the second purple candle for peace, the pink candle for joy, and the final purple candle for love. These are lovely nouns for you to learn and use: hope, peace, joy, and love. The month of December is a very, very busy time for me, as I'm not only working, but I need to organise Christmas. This includes baking and cooking for any parties that we are attending, organising presents and wrapping them, writing Christmas cards and sending them to family and friends all over the world, and decorating our home with a Christmas tree and ornaments. I also need to cook on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. More about the food that I cook and eat later. A popular question I'm asked is if I have a real or an artificial tree. Here in Vancouver, we apply for a Christmas tree permit, and this means that we go and cut down a real tree in a specific area, usually under power lines actually, outside of Vancouver itself. This is a fun activity to do as we spend a long time choosing the right tree, cutting it and bringing it home on the roof of the car. We then decorate the tree with lights, baubles and other decorations. We keep the tree until January. In January, we take the tree to be chipped. To chip means to cut or break a hard material, usually wood, into small pieces. The chippings are then used for compost in our local area. I like having a real Christmas tree as it smells lovely and each year our tree looks different. However, if you own a pet, such as a dog or a cat, then a real tree might not be possible as the needles from the tree can injure an animal's paws. Let's recap some vocabulary. A Christmas tree permit. To chip. Chippings. Compost. Pine needles. Or just needles. A few days before Christmas, I need to go food shopping or grocery shopping as it's called here in Canada. I need to make sure that I have all the meat and vegetables as well as the sweet goods that we like to eat on Christmas Day. The shops and supermarkets are very busy at this time of year, so I like to go to the supermarket early in the morning. Now for the exciting days ahead. Christmas Eve is a busy day preparing the house and all the food for the forthcoming days. Christmas Eve is the 24th of December. I use the word forthcoming there. Forthcoming days. We use this adjective before a noun to describe what is about to happen in the near future. We can use it with other nouns such as weeks, in the forthcoming weeks, or season, in the forthcoming season. I also use the verb to be ready. This verb means to be fully prepared. Use it with the preposition for, to be ready for. I am ready for Christmas. I am ready for work. We can use it without the preposition for too, with a noun before it. Dinner is ready. Okay, Santa Claus, or Santa as he is known for short, or even Father Christmas as he is known in England, arrives during the night on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. Before they go to bed, children leave out a stocking for him to fill with gifts, as well as a small snack and drink for Santa and something for his reindeer. This varies from family to family. Traditionally, we usually leave a small glass of milk or whiskey and a mince pie, more about those later, and some carrots for the reindeer. The most famous reindeer is called Rudolph, and he has a very red nose, probably a bit like mine right now because it's so cold here today. There is a famous song about Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, which I have left as a link in the comments for you to listen to. Christmas and Santa are a magical time for children. It's so exciting as a child waiting for Father Christmas to arrive and the excitement of all the gifts the children hope he will bring. The next morning, the 25th of December, Christmas Day, children rush to see what Santa has brought them and to check that he drank and ate the food and drink that they left for him. To rush means to do something or move very, very quickly. Christmas Day is a wonderful day. We listen to Christmas music and open presents. We eat chocolate and biscuits with our breakfast and contact family and friends to wish them a very Merry Christmas. Some families make a special Christmas breakfast. I don't do this as I'm too busy preparing for dinner. For dinner, it's traditional these days to eat turkey in the UK and also here in Canada. Personally, I don't like turkey that much, so I usually cook duck, goose or lamb. I make a full roast dinner including meat, roast potatoes, roast parsnips, stuffing. This is sausage meat with onions, breadcrumbs, herbs, and I usually add some apple to sweeten it too. Pigs in blankets. This is a really funny name. These are sausages wrapped in bacon. The sausages are the pigs as they are made from pork, and the bacon is the blanket that goes around the sausage. I also cook a lot of other vegetables, including carrots, broccoli, beans, and cabbage, for example. I also make something traditionally British called Yorkshire puddings. These are very easy to make as the ingredients used are just flour, salt, eggs, and milk, as well as oil. They are called puddings, which is another word for dessert, but actually these are usually eaten with a roast dinner. I also prepare a gravy for the meat. There's some new vocabulary there. A roast dinner, stuffing, pigs in blankets, Yorkshire puddings. For dessert, I make Christmas pudding. This is mainly made from fruit, and I actually make this several weeks before Christmas so that the fruit juices have time to mix. It's a very rich dessert and we traditionally eat it with cream. Another thing I make is mince pies. The word mince is also used for meat. It looks like this. However, mince pies are made of fruit. Again, I make the fruit filling in November. I usually use apple, orange peel, raisins, currants, sultanas and mixed peel. I also add sugar, mixed spice and vegetarian suet. They taste great with a lovely cup of tea. The day after Christmas Day, the 26th of December, is called Boxing Day, both here in Canada and the UK. Boxing Day is a day for me to relax, watch films, read books and eat all the leftovers. Why is the 26th of December called Boxing Day? There are many theories as to why this day is named Boxing Day. One theory is that this is the day that rich people used to give their servants a box with small gifts and leftover Christmas food. Another theory is that small boxes called alms boxes were placed in churches during Advent season, and the money in the boxes then shared among the poor the day after Christmas. Okay, that's it. Christmas comes to an end for another year, and then it's time to relax before the New Year celebrations begin. I have some questions for you. If you celebrate Christmas, what things do you do differently to me? What do you eat? What kinds of presents do you give and receive? Do you have a Christmas tree and decorations? If you don't celebrate Christmas, what festival do you celebrate where you need to prepare a lot like me? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope that it's helped you understand a little bit about my Christmas celebrations and traditions, as well as understand culturally how I celebrate Christmas. Be sure to complete the listening questions and write a comment to tell me your opinions about the video and about the festivals that you celebrate in your country. Before I leave today, I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, and I look forward to working with you again very soon. Take care, bye.